This was not a bad pick in my opinion. What's going on, guys? Welcome into Clutch B-Ball TV. I hope you guys had an amazing day or night. And today, I'm going to be talking about the Chicago Bulls lottery pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, selected 4th overall out of Florida State, and his name is Patrick Williams. I definitely think he's a very intriguing prospect. I've talked about in the past, if someone's going to be the best player in this draft, I think it's going to be towards the end of the lottery, if it's Tyrell Terry, if it's Desmond Bane, or even a Saddiq Bey. These guys that may not have the highest of upside, but they're going to make an immediate impact right away, and they have something they could bring to the table. Yes, guys like LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards have a high upside, but they also have very high bust potential. If it's Anthony Edwards wanting to play football over basketball, which is a very high concern, his lapses on the defense side of the basketball, yes, he's good at getting to his spots and he's a bulldog. I'm not going to overlook those strengths, but the inefficiency as well, and his team not really being very successful at Georgia at the end of the day, and LaMelo Ball, of course, shooting early in the shot clock, but I do think he's going to be better offensively than Lonzo. He's more shifty and create his own shot more, and I think he's going to have to use less screens to create separation because Lonzo constantly needs screens, but I think LaMelo's handle is more on a string. But anyway, getting into Patrick Williams, I did not think this was a bad pick, or it didn't surprise me very much. We all know he was raising up draft stocks or draft boards, the Pistons at 7, mocked to the Knicks at 8. I wouldn't have minded if we took him at 8. In my opinion, he's a guy that's going to have high upside, but he's also going to make an immediate impact right away. A lot of people are going to take a look at, oh, he was a 6-man coming out of Florida State, but if a lot of people don't know, they're a very team-oriented offense, and they're a team that just like doesn't give the ball to one guy, and they're like, get out the way, get your buckets, and that type of thing. They're really team-oriented offense. You take a look at a Devin Vassell, you take a look at a Jonathan Isaac. They didn't put up big-time numbers when it came to Florida State at the end of the day because they really spread the ball around and they got everyone involved in the offense. And I really do believe that's what they did with Patrick Williams. Yes, he was a 6-man coming off the bench, but he was thriving towards the end of the season, and he's the guy that would have dominated in March Madness or would have dominated in the tournament, but the season was cut short due to COVID when he was absolutely dominating towards the end with his defensive ability, his ability he gets up and down the floor on both ends of the floor. He just plays so hard, and he's a great athlete. He's good from mid-range territory, and in my opinion, he has a potential to be a Paul Millsap type of basketball player. He's very coachable. Yes, he looks stiff when it comes to his jump shot, does need to get better from beyond the arc, but he also has very good passing instincts for a guy at his size and his position, and this is the type of draft you can kind of be risky or kind of somewhat reach, even though there's not a big time reach in this draft or there's no such thing as a reach in this past draft because no one knew who the top 3 clear-cut prospects were. No one knew if Anthony Edwards was going 1. No one knew if James Wiseman was. We didn't know if Danny was going in the top 3. He ended up falling outside the top 8, going to the Washington Wizards, and Obi fell as well. Some people thought Obi was going to go in the top 3, but Patrick Williams has a lot of upside, but he's also going to make an immediate impact right away, and this is the type of draft you could kind of take that type of risk, but he's also going to make an impact, but he also has the high upside to him. I think Bulls fans are definitely going to see those flashes of athleticism, his effort on both ends of the floor, specifically defense. He's a very smart basketball player. You're going to start to see those strides in year 3. He might be amazing as well, but even if he's not amazing, he's going to be a very solid player because, of course, the top 3 or top 4 prospects, a lot of people thought they're going to select Denny, Killian, and all that. Yes, those guys look good, but they're taken for their upside and what they can be when Patrick Williams already has something he can be and translate on defense and offense, being this athletic type of plug-and-play guy that's going to bring some electricity to the basketball team and get the Bulls excited, but he also has upside potential. I may look dumb. He may not be a great player at all for the Chicago Bulls, but I really do think he's going to, at the least, be solid for the Bulls and going to bring some excitement to the Chicago Bulls for sure. But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. Am I dumb? Was this a bad pick by the Chicago Bulls? And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, show.